Saskatoon, they did the pigeon poop
Yeah.
did cause structural damage to a bridge there. There was like
metric tons
of like literally metric tons of pigeon poop.
Here we go.
There we go. Yeah, they spent close to $1 million removing pigeon poop from a bridge.
So in 2019, Saskatoon spent $900K removing more than 619,000 kilograms of potentially damaging bird poop. Which, again, just like as we were talking about earlier, just those things that you never really think of. I would have never imagined that in 53 years, that much pigeon shit would be accumulated and pose a risk to the strength limitations.
I would think that it would just like add on. You know, it would make the bridge stronger. Whereas there's more structure to the bridge now.
So you thought that the pile of bird shit that was enough to fill about 356 mid-sized cars.
It would just like add like a cement structural support on the bridge.
Would just make it better.
What are the poop-filled cavities?
This is what one of the bridge cavities looked like when the workers first discovered it.
But it's just, that's what's filling the inside, you're just making it stronger from the inside. You're just filling
That's
in
what
the void.
it looked like. And this is what it was supposed to look like.
The red line is where the poop was up to?
Oh my god. That is insane. So, about the pigeon poop, acting engineering manager Todd Grabowski, standing in front of the previously poop-filled cavity on a scaffold under the bridge, gives us
the straight scoop.
Bridge girder cavities. There's approximately 36 of them. They are about 30 feet deep, and they're from 10 to 8 feet wide on the bridge.
And what do these things look like 5 months ago when you started work and the poop was still there?
So the feces was built up to about that line right there when we originally started working in there. So we originally, total volume ended up being around 635 cubic meters. So, or no, 600, no, sorry. Kilograms, or tons. 635 tons, which equals about 1.4 million pounds of feces that was removed from this bridge.
So
honestly,
1.4 million pounds of shit.
Like, I thought Elon Musk was full of shit. These bridges were packed to the nuts. Like, you can build a house with it.
It was disposed of. We did,
where?
I believe it was taken to landfill and followed the appropriate disposal methods and procedures for that type of material.
And it actually prevented you from getting the rehab work underway initially, right?
There's some issues with the feces itself can do damage to concrete. So it's very acidic and it can corrode and cause damage. And the bridge is never designed.
There you go, silly. It is highly acidic. That it eats through concrete, which is very acidic.
The bridge was never designed, though.
Extra weight. I think it was equivalent to
for the extra weight.
Here, sorry, I'll just go back
Very
because
acidic and it can corrode and cause damage. And the bridge is never designed for that extra weight. I think it was equivalent to have about 360 vehicles parked on the piers.
So 360 vehicles is the equivalent of what it was allowed to. 1.3 million pounds of shit. Was that it?
That is a lot. I
remember them doing all this work on the bridge.
So the thing about it, though, that is kind of glossed over, is they let this build up for 50 years.
50 years.
50. That's half a century.
It's since the 70s.
So when the older generation is yelling at children about why don't you take pride in things, it's because you have let everything build up with that much pigeon shit. Yeah. Like where we are, we can't speak to everywhere, but the roads, like even to as far as to extend it to the healthcare systems and financial systems, they are all covered in metric tons of pigeon shit.
You would think that given that they knew the limits of the engineering of the bridge, that they would have at least had a program in place where every year they go out and pressure wash those cavities, right?